This week we are talking about readability assessments. And readability assessments are measures that we can use to tell what grade level or what reading level a text is. And we can use these so that we can match our text to our readers. First, we read step one. We read chapter 8 in CAR, which talks about textbooks and how textbooks can be very complex for students. Now, just because textbooks are complex, that doesn't mean we don't use them. That means that we need to provide some support. And then we watched Simplifying Text Complexity from the Teaching Channel, which talked about how to determine the complexity of a text. Okay. After you did that, step 2 is to run 2 readability measures on your content text, which means you had to choose a text. That could be from your textbook, or you could pull one off the internet. So let's say we wanted to pull the article that we read last week, Why ACL Injuries Sideline So Many Athletes, from the New York Times. And remember when we did the Think Aloud that there were many complex, or that this text was complex because there were many technical and academic vocabulary words. So we'll just cut and paste it into Word. Now, in order to run a lexile test, we have to save this as a plain text file. So choose plain text, save. And you want to make sure that ASCII is chosen. So you may have to put other encoding. And then OK, yes. All right, then we're going to go to lexile.com. If you don't already, let's get to the page. If you don't already have an account, then you will need to create one and sign in. And then you will go to Use Lexile Measures, Lexile Analyzer, choose your file, choose Submit. All right, so we are getting a Lexile score of 1340. The average sentence length is almost 20 words long, and we have a 900 word count, which is a lot of words for a high school student. Now let's see what this 1340 Lexile score means. So if you go to the Common Core Standards, go to the Standards, English Language Arts, and come down here to Appendix A. In Appendix A, you will see the same chart that you see here. Now this chart is actually from the lexile.com website because my PDF would not come up. So a 1340 Lexile score is really at the top end of high school. This is where the Common Core Standards want us to stretch our students so that they become more familiar with using strategies to comprehend complex text. So this would be a high 11th grade or 12th grade level. Okay, so we have our Lexile score. Now what? Now, if you look at the Google Docs PowerPoint presentation that I sent you, you will see that there are several different quantitative tools. So there's several different online readability assessments that use different formulas, so they'll give you different results. You can use A2OS, Degrees of Reading Power, Flesch Kincaid, we already did the Lexile Source Rater, or Reading Maturity. And then you just pick any of those. The websites are down here. Now, if you decide that you do not want to do another online one, you can do it the old-fashioned way and do the Frye readability graph. And this is the graph, and the instructions for how to complete the graph are down here. When you complete your 2 assessments, then you go to the discussion forum and post your results. So you will compare your 2 findings. You may be just surprised that they are different, or they may be exactly the same. And then tell me why you think it's important to do readability ratings in the first place. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.